Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend.
And I'm James, your black friend.
And this is the Fat and Black Connection,
where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely, because if it's not interesting to us, it certainly shouldn't matter to you.
Pretty much.
So, James, it's June 26, 2024.
Oh, yeah.
It is 11:04 p.m. on the East Coast, where our guests tonight from Canada are coming from.
Canada, yep.
Canada. So how you been? What's going on?
Good, man. Not a whole lot. I gave some blood yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Better to give than to take.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I didn't need that. So so I was able to give some blood yesterday, and we had a health fair at work, so that's where I did it. They had blood drive at the airport again, and so I was able to give for the second time, at least at the airport. We had a health fair yesterday, so I got some some little swaggy things. This I don't know if this workout band is going to do anything for me, but it's a little.
I thought maybe you were going to say that band is what they wrapped around your arm or something.
No. That they actually did. They don't like tie you off or anything. But no, it's but yeah, no, they just had some. They had some swag stuff from some of the for like Red Cross or not Red Cross. Red Cross was doing. Is that what it's called? Red Cross was doing the blood drive, and then we had Blue Shield, Blue Cross. They were giving some stuff out. We had EOS. Jim was there. UMC, which is a urgent care center out here. So they just had a bunch of stuff out there. So it was cool. Raffle. So they're going to give away some prizes that they had in the back. So it was a good time.
It's a great time to talk about medicine, especially when we've got folks from Canada with their socialized medicine coming on in a little while, which we've talked to Remi. And so tonight we do have Remi and Anouk Savard joining us. And I know I pronounced the Savard. Let me see if I can get that right. Savard. I'm sure I'm going to get slapped when Remi comes on.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
He'll get
Remi's
he'll
messaging. I'll correct this. So, so hey, the reason that we're having Remi and Anouk on shortly is because we're going to do our podcast inside of a podcast, Oakbridge After Dark.
That's correct.
And this is going to be our last one for season 1.
Yeah.
And with that being said, for those of you keeping track, Oakbridge episode 1 released on Friday.
Yeah.
So episode 1 is out there. It's available. Go give it a listen if you haven't already. Download,
by all means.
Subscribe, like, please. We've had hundreds of downloads already in just 5 days. So I'd love to see it break 1,000 in a week. That would be great.
That'd be awesome.
But with that in mind, we've got the teaser promo for episode 2.
Real in Oakbridge, stranger things have happened.
Gotta love those videos. You know what I really love about those videos is that I'm not having to make them. Thank you, Ashley, and your team for putting those together. And
yeah, no, that I was like, hey, I want to put these up on my page, and so she sent me an entire folder, and I was like, thank you.
Yeah. And of course, always shout out to Jam the artist for the cover art for the episode.
Yeah.
And speaking of, one of the crazy parts about running an audio drama is when you've released the first episode and you don't have every episode ready to go. So right now we have 7 episodes uploaded out of the 10 that are locked, ready to go, releasing every Friday at 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. How are we looking on 8, 9 through 10?
8 is almost done. 8 will probably. So I should have a rough draft 3 tomorrow. We actually just before we got on, I was talking with Joe real quick just to let him know that it sounded really good, and there's some things he wants to fix on his end, just because when he listens to it, it annoys him. So he was going to fix a couple things on that. But
and he is a perfectionist,
right? I only had one note that I sent notes last night. He got those this morning, and then like I said, I listened to it. I was listening to that earlier today. So we are looking good on that. So we should have that done. 8 should be in the finalized folder by probably before. Could be Friday, maybe Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then just 2 more. And of course, season 2 is well underway with writing and looking good. And evidently, Canada is the new Fat and Black. Is that like Nevada, Canada?
Bruh, I was listening to a show that I like to listen to on What a Joke Radio, which is on Sirius XM, and she said Nevada, and I was like, ugh. I was like, why? Don't say it like that. That sounds yuck.
Must have been somebody from the East Coast, because that's definitely how they say it there.
Nevada. I was like, ugh.
So check it out. So this is a prototype for the ash can for the first issue of Murphy's Inc. comic book that will be available at Silver Age Comic Con. So
hey, don't show them the back, bro.
Oh yeah. I got it.
Don't show them the back.
Oh, sneaky peek. So of course, as with everything, we've got a merchandise. So we've got the Murphy's Inc. shirt. This next one that you're going to see is the very first glimpse into one of the 6 comic books that we've talked about that we're going to be releasing. One of the ones that I'm most excited for, like the style of Midgard.
I want that shirt, bro. That shirt looks dope. It's kind of crazy. It looks kind of like it's a band,
right? I want. It looks like a band T-shirt. I really want to like start up a like metal band called Midgard. But we've shown this piece before, so we have multiple comic books, right? We've got the Murphy's Inc. So people have started seeing artwork from that. We've been putting it on Instagram and all the different pages.
Yeah.
Midgard. Now we get our first glimpse into the look and feel of Midgard. This we've shown before, but this is from Deebs.
I couldn't remember the name of it. I was talking to somebody. I was like, yeah, we got some books coming out, and I couldn't remember the name of this one. But
yeah, Deebs, the child monster whisperer. And this next one, though, hold on. I don't remember the lineup.
If it's the one,
nope.
if it's the one, I don't think we should show that, bro. Honestly, I don't think we should.
We have to.
Do we really? Do we have to show it?
We could show it for like a second.
Okay,
because it is a Silver Age Comic Con exclusive piece of art that you could get if you're there early, because there's only going to be 100 a day. We're going to be there for 2 days, July 13th and 14th. But Midgard, man, when the price of freedom is to wage war against all the gods of old.
Yo, I didn't even know about that. That's We going real crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So, and of course, the piece at the event will have the little Silver Age Comic Con exclusive. You will only be able to get this piece there. It'll be 11 by 17, I believe, in size. But this next one that I'm going to show for a very brief moment. So you're gonna.
I think it needs to be like click and click, bro. I mean, honestly.
Okay. I'll do it really quick. So Mickey Mouse, Epic Mickey, is coming back. This game came out in the
Is that
early
the, is
2010s.
that, was that the early 2000s or like
2010s.
2010s? Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember it coming out. I just never got it.
Yeah, I had it on the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
But it is getting re-imaged, if you will. It looks so good. Did you catch the little and I loved the game, so I personally I really want to actually get this limited edition 5,000 collector pack, but I'm sure it's going to be like $200 or something.
Oh.
So we'll see. I'm if it's if it's 100 or less, I'm getting it.
Yeah, of
If it's
course.
more, then I've got to think about it. So we've got more stuff that we're going to talk about, of course, on the other side of the show. But right about now, I think it's time that we reset for Oakbridge After Dark. So with that being said, what's going to happen to those of you that haven't been around before, we're going to show a quick little intro video, and we're going to do our podcast inside of a podcast. And we have two guests that are going to be joining us, Anouk and Remi Savard from Canada. And they are fantastic voice actors from Oakbridge. And we will reset, and it's going to be like we're doing a whole new show. And then on the back end, after we finish the interview, we'll get them out of here, kick them out, and we will come back, and we've got more to talk about. So,
We do.
so when you see the outro video that says "Thanks for watching," we're not done. Podcast inside of a podcast. So, Remi and Anouk, if you're ready, make sure to give me a thumbs up before I start this thing up. I'm looking for the thumbs. There we go. All right. Oakbridge After Dark. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Oakbridge After Dark. I am Mark, the executive producer of Oakbridge.
And I am James Devereaux Lewis, the director of Oakbridge.
And on this very special episode of Oakbridge After Dark, with us, we have the very talented voice actors, Anouk and Remi Savard.
Mm-hmm. Correct us on how to say your last name?
Yes, please.
If you're really bent on being as French Canadian as you want, that would be Savard.
Okay.
The D is silent.
The D is never pronounced. It's Savard.
Savard. Okay.
Someday.
James got
someday.
it. Yeah.
Savard.
I like
Savard. That you really got to get that back of the throat rolling.
Oh, phlegm.
Yeah. No, it's not the tongue. The tongue is very Italian, like presto, sì, signor. That would be that's very Italian. But if you go like in the back, then you get very French, like oh, mais qu'est-ce qu'il dit, ce rustre personnage, or stuff like that.
This is what it was like when I had to record with these two. Like literally, like I would be on with Remi. I'd be on with Remi, and then I'd hear Anouk in the background, and it'd be a total French conversation. So I was like, let me pause this recording. And the same thing,
so true.
And the same thing would be with her. Would be like he would like come in and like, yeah, everything's set up, you're good to go. And then like I'd be like, all right, cool. And then like he'd come back in and he'd be like he'd ask something in French. I'm like, what is going on right now? I was like, I need to get
me. You talking about me?
I need to get French lessons. I need to take French lessons just to be able to talk with these two.
and
it's not the same French. Like there's different Frenches, I guess. Like if you go to France.
Oh yeah, no. So basically,
right?
so like your French is just a little bit different than like France, and then there's like, and just like how Spanish in the Spanish in Mexico is a little bit different than the Spanish in Spain.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Portuguese out of Portugal or Brazil.
Right.
Exactly.
And those two things. Those two
or
are different.
English from America.
America.
Or from Britain.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
she's drinking from a bottle of water. Right.
Actually, it's so funny. There's actually in the Google Translate, there's English, and then there's like it says English US or America, and then USA, and then it says like UK, and I was like, oh boy, that's crazy.
Yeah. And there's even like I work as a writer editor for the Canadian government. Don't look me up, because we'll be right there with you, or behind you rather. Anyway, we'll find you.
Wasn't he done with a series from the government and he disappeared or something? In my lore, I think my dad's from.
I think
the
so.
government,
I think
and
they're
he
spoilerific. Anyway, if you look into words, like you got like English UK, English US, English Canada, English whatever, like every single country that has an English or a French has their own little dictionary that's embedded into Word, Microsoft Word. I'm not trying to sell the thing. I'm not getting any money from Microsoft right about now, but it's true.
Yeah. So you guys are actually the third and fourth Canadians that we've had on the show, because we do, as a matter of fact, have 4 Canadian actors in Oakbridge. So we had David Sword on first, and then we had who else did we have?
They're the only other Canadians, I think.
No. He's up in Victoria.
Oh, Andrew.
Yes, Andrew Wade. There we go. So it's interesting. So your third and fourth is interesting because they are from each different areas than you. And so hearing the different dialogue, different words, but the about is about the same consistently.
About?
The about.
Are we diving in stereotypes here? Hey?
Are
we? About that, eh? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So we kind of totally skip normally what we do in these. So let me take a step back. What I would like to do is start with Anouk, not to put you on the spot, but start with Anouk, and I'd like you to take a couple minutes, tell the audience who you are, what part you play in Oakbridge, what your, if any, experience background is in voiceover or performing, and ultimately what brought you to Oakbridge.
I do not have a script for this. No. What was I? I'm very awkward with this. This is my first time on live. I'm gonna do my best.
I've never been live before. So
yeah, but you're a natural.
No, I'm actually having some nervous pee thing happening right now. So
no. Is it rolling down your leg?
Yeah, I wouldn't say rolling, but definitely there's a drizzle.
Now you just embarrassed her.
Yeah, but I mean, she's embarrassed about me, so there's nothing that can go. No, come back, please.
For those of you listening to this, that after the fact, you're not watching live with us right now. Anouk just left the set.
Yeah, no, she's back now.
But she came back because I promised her $40, which is Canadian dollars, which is about like $10.25 US.
And Slayer 91, Dragonator 91 checking in. It's okay, Anouk.
Yeah,
you can do it.
That's my.
You can do.
See, you've got friends watching. Just pretend you're talking to them. We're your friends.
Oh God, you do not want to see me talking to my friends. I am a whole different species.
She is.
I am not the same person.
She very much is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think James has a little bit of a
Just a little bit.
history with that.
And that's the beauty of it. That's what brought you to be able to like channel a different persona into this thing,
I
right?
guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was I supposed to talk about?
Yeah, what was the question?
Who are you?
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about your background, experience in performing, anything like that, and ultimately, how did you come to Oakbridge?
Okay, well, first of all, I've enjoyed performing ever since I think I was 6 or 7. I had like a little theater thing going on for the summer, and it was like basically just a little theater piece.
A play.
It was a play. It was a little play about chickens and ducks. It was really stupid, but I had fun while doing it.
It wasn't stupid. It was cute.
It was cute, but it was stupid. But anyways, so that's where it started. That's where it started, and I haven't done much since. But I'm in secondaire. What's secondaire?
High school.
I'm in I've started like high school 3 years ago, and I was in a theater concentration.
Yep.
I was in a theater concentration, and I've done 2 plays again, and I really love performing into another character. And my favorite role was when I was yelling at other people and beating them up with a stick. It was really fun.
It's closer to reality that you.
That sounds pretty real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and
I can show you the scars after.
the scar-
So you said you got the acting or performing bug at around 6 or 7, so just like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay.
No, that would be 8 or 7.
So
I'm sorry, they grew up so fast.
don't tell me that. I've got a little one, and I don't want to hear that. So Remi, you're up. Tell for those who might recognize Remi's voice to an extent from a specific character Remi played in Murphy's Inc. But talk to us, tell us who you are, a little bit about your background, performing and all that kind of fun stuff, and ultimately what brought you to Oakbridge.
I don't know how much time you got. It's sort of a long-winded story. I met some people through a writers group, like creative writing group on Facebook, and from like one thing leading to another, one of the members of the group's birthday was coming up, so I recorded one of their winning pieces in a contest, in an online writing contest, right? And so I recorded it. It was Sir Simon the Bold and unfortunately old, or something. Like I don't think unfortunately is the right adjective there, but anyway. So I recorded that, and then one of the members of this writing group invited me to a reading of a script that they had for like this Christmas piece, and I think didn't you play in it?
Yeah, I swore.
You were in that too.
I swore
right?
in it.
Yes. Yeah, she said shit.
I said shit.
So I mean, and she was so young and naive, so pure. I mean, she was 8 at that point. Yes. So I had a part in this one, which led to another part and another part. And at some point, I believe both you and I actually, like Mark and James, we all performed in one or maybe more pieces. I can't remember which one it was specifically right about now, but I distinctly remember we worked together on another one.
Yeah, no, I think that was you. I think that was you, me, and Anouk.
What was it called? Murder by Garlic. Wasn't that you guys?
Yeah. Oh,
yes. Murder by Garlic. That was us.
That was. Oh yeah. No.
Didn't I use you in Captain Fearless too, or no? I can't remember.
I wasn't Captain Fearless. I played Fergus.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So you were. Yeah. So you were in. Okay. So yeah, because that was a whole.
The guy from
That's
Starbucks.
Right.
I'm technically the guy from Starbucks. Yeah.
Yes. So we obviously we had worked on I guess like for like a better descriptor, kind of the concept was going to be like a troupe performance called the Radio Story Hour, and there was going to be a lot of
Yes.
one-off stories, and unfortunately, it just never really super materialized. So we ended up producing the shows that we each directed to get them at least out there, so that all of you actors' hard work was for naught. But yeah, so I guess that is probably where we first worked together.
And then, if I may finish this story off, I was asked to audition for Oakbridge, and I selected 2 characters, and I'm not going to name them, and I'm not going to try to reperform the horror that were those auditions.
Didn't you get neither of them?
I got neither of them. And then I got an email from Ashley, actually, the author, the writer on the series, and she's like, "Well, you're Peter." I'm like, "Sure, whatever. Who's Peter?" And like, so we got into this, and it was just a blast. And Ashley was telling me, like, I heard you on Murphy's Inc., and you played a good Sebastian Brandt. And I wanted you, like, I had you in mind for the villain. I don't know why people want to cast me as villains nowadays.
You're really good at it.
That voice.
I'm just such a nice guy.
Yeah, you were a nice guy, but remember though, villains a lot of times have the most fun. And I think that, like, you had a lot of fun recording. I know that for sure.
It's such a blast. It's like this catharsis thing, right? It's the like, okay, here's what I'm not. Blah. And you just it comes so naturally that it's almost threatening to my persona, my actual real self, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm good at this. Should I start questioning myself?
No,
so
just shut
my
down.
therapist, and she was like, nah, just pop the pills, basically.
Just when you're done, shut it down.
Yeah, just stop it down. Like just you know.
Push it way down.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that Remi, you have some voiceover experience, and Anouk, it sounds like this was your first voiceover experience. So it's always nice to, kind of understand from those different perspectives.
I know, but
she's had a few like minor experiences, like a few minor roles and stuff, but yeah, I think you pretty much have it right.
Yeah.
This is not like a minor role by any means.
No, by no means.
And so speaking of, we'll just go there. So Remi, what part do you play? So you mentioned Peter. Can you tell us a little bit about him, or without getting obviously too spoilery or spoilerific, as you like to say?
Yeah. So Peter's this guy who's a lot more, like, he's a lot deeper than what might, like, transpire from listening. Like the first go around, you'll go like, okay, this guy's just like this, I don't know, like a slightly overweight, slightly over rich, slightly overconfident guy. And you're thinking like, okay, he's just got money and he's got, his ambitions, but deep down, what he thinks is right is what he's doing. But it's all a matter of perspective, right? So he's ready to pay prices, not the price, but many the prices. I know this.
Throw money at a problem, make it go away.
Exactly, James got it. So, but he's such an interesting character because he's got this, like, he's got this vision, like this vision of grandeur type thing, where he's seeing what's in the future for the entire country, nay, the earth. Like he has this vision. And he's not this unidimensional villain guy that you might find, wielding a gun like, I'm going to kill you, Mr. Bond. And that's it, or Mr. what's his name? Jack? Is it Jack?
Yeah, it's Jack.
Yeah.
Peter's fairly cerebral, but at the same time, he's cerebral, but at the same time, not. Like,
he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Yeah,
most definitely, and he thinks he's nobler than he is.
Yeah,
and that's all that's what's interesting about him, is because like he believes so much in what he's doing. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter the damage. Like who cares about a few deaths, right? Oakbridge. But like he's got this strong belief that what he's doing is for the greater good. But usually those guys just end up being pawns. And I don't know what happens to Peter in season 2, so I don't know if he's a pawn. I don't know.
You're gonna have a lot of fun with season 2.
I hope so.
and Anouk, you seem to just have a whole squad of people joining you.
About 3.
So Anouk, for you, just really brief, a story that I want to share. When we were doing auditions for Oakbridge, Anouk came on and had prepared an original monologue in character for the character that she was auditioning for.
Yeah.
I've never seen that done.
No.
And I mean, it's not that you weren't impressive to begin with, but by doing that, it made it a very easy decision. So
yeah, and actually, I'll tell you, it actually threw a wrench in my entire plans for the two of you, because originally I'd wanted her to play Claire and for Remi to play Mayor Carmichael, because that's a father-daughter team there. And
that's one I auditioned for.
Yeah, and it was basically, and then when she did that, it was like, well, that throws that out the window.
Well, you did a good job. It was very good, and I'm trying to be objective here. Like it was such a good thing that you did such a good monologue.
Yeah, and it was very spot on for the character. It was. I mean, yeah, it was very good. All this to say, Anouk, tell us about your character. Without being too spoilerific, and for you, what drew you to that character, because that's the one you wanted.
Honestly, I don't remember anything. I really don't remember anything. I can only talk about a few experiences that happened while I was voice acting. One of my friends here can testify.
Or attest to the truth.
Like, they were a witness, okay? Evie is unable to say wow without being sarcastic.
Bruh. This girl, that was like, wow. It was like the hardest word in the world for her to say. I was like, what? Like, what? How do you? It was I think it was, man, how long did it take us just to get that one word out?
I think like 45. No. 20 is not even not even close. I was hearing everything from upstairs, and it was like, are they still on that? Wow.
It was the longest. Just to get her to say wow was the longest thing ever.
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't your fault. I'm just saying it was so funny.
When English is a second language, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it brings if I may jump into the thing, like it brings an entirely new perspective on the English language when you approach it from a different angle or from a completely. Are you guys just trying to drink together? Is that the thing now?
No, I'm thirsty.
Okay.
Is that what's going on? You drink at the same time?
Yeah.
Great minds.
But yeah, I still can't say why without sounding sarcastic.
So, Anouk, give us a wow.
No, absolutely not.
Come on. In 3.
You got to do one.
1.
How's it supposed to sound?
Just
sounded like a minute. Sounded like
just do it. Just do it like you do it. Just do wow like you do it.
To me, like I just pulled a dad joke, and then you're saying wow. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
There it is.
I mean,
that was really good, actually.
Truth be told, when most of the time, whenever you or I say "wow," it's usually sarcastic.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I think I haven't said "wow" in a while, so but like when that was so fun because I think I laughed like that was one of the best laughs I've had in a long time.
Nice.
So going back to the monologue from the audition, there's some deep stuff in that monologue that you wrote. And James, did we ever get that thing recorded, by the way?
No, and I was just about to say I rescheduled. I had set up to reschedule to record that, and because Remi was going to work with her to just make sure that everything was tightened up, and then I just ran out of time. So I mean, it's not anything. I mean,
you need to go back and get that.
We can definitely get that because I mean, we'll have season. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we'll have because I mean, we can definitely record it and use it in season 2 somehow too. So it's not even that big a deal.
So Anouk, question for you, and this will come to you too, Remi. But Anouk first. We like to talk about process as an actor. And understanding how different people work. We've over the course of the last 8 weeks, we've interviewed many different actors and everything. And, for you, what is your process when it comes to getting into character, when it comes to preparing for a recording session? Do you read the entire script? Do you only read your lines? Do you only read your scenes? How does that work for you? And as it stands right now, do you know the entire story of season 1, or are you still just know a little bit?
Well, if we go back from the beginning, I do not read my lines beforehand. It really starts with me panicking because I'm like, oh my God, we're going to be late, and I'm waiting for my dad to set the whole thing up. It happened today, actually. We were like 3 minutes late, and I was panicking like crazy. But that's from my mom's side, by the way. Yeah. But,
just roll mom under the bus.
Sorry.
You gave me this problem.
No, but yeah, no, I don't usually look at my lines beforehand. I really just like, okay, go to this page, we're gonna do that. Okay, then I'm gonna read my lines once and pray to God that it turns out well.
So you like to be in the moment.
Yes.
And at this point, have you read the series, or do you? And pulling back the curtain for the audience who might be listening to this after the fact when it's in podcast format, we are recording this on June 26th, and most of you that aren't watching live right now are going to be hearing this sometime in around September. So for those, hopefully you've listened to everything, and we're not going to spoil or anything. But have you listened to or have you read the entire series at this point, or are you just kind of listening to the episodes as they come out?
I'm listening to the episodes as they come out. Also, hi, Emil. I saw your message. Yeah, my friends are here right now. I'm feeling supported.
We've got the whole squad here.
Yeah.
Whole squad.
Is Kenty there? I don't think Kenty's here.
Who's player 91?
That's a...
Yep.
Hello.
And Remi, for you, what's your process?
There's quite okay, not much difference from what Anouk just described. Perhaps like I do read my lines once first, but this method that Anouk has, like, life is somewhat like it's a huge improvisation show, isn't it? Right? So I like to read my lines once and then not read what's beyond necessarily. So just like Anouk said, I haven't read the rest of the series. because I didn't, well, even after the fact, I didn't want to know what was happening because this might taint Peter's behavior, like in my mind. So, and I walk in, like I try out different voices and stuff, like in my mind, like how would Peter sound? And I was, I was trying out stuff like, like those men with the trowel and like rich guys with like huge cheeks and everything comes from so far back. Like this could have been Peter, right? But I went with a more like crisp and like it just felt right in the moment. And what I read from Peter in the script felt like this guy was more calculated and more like he kept everything in control. Like he's this like not wiry, but just this nervous guy, but who tries to like control everything, just because you never know. Oakbridge it's a special place.
It really is.
It really is.
So, have you both? Again, only episode 1 has aired at this point. Have you listened to episode 1?
Yes.
And so, for you, Anouk, in this, pretty sizable role in this series, how did it feel for you to hear yourself in this and to recognize the gravity of the situation that in 5 days, hundreds of people have listened to this?
I mean, I didn't listen to the whole thing. The night the episode released, I texted my friends, and one of them was like, "Oh my god, you sound amazing," or something. I don't remember. Which is surprising. Usually, my friends insult me all the time, but no, I'm joking. But
I attest to this.
yeah, but yeah, my friend texted me and they were like, "Oh, we hear your part at like 23 minutes or something." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go check it out." It was like midnight or something, so I checked it out, and I probably slapped my pillow a lot because I was like not happy with how I sounded. I was like, damn, that sounds so shitty and fake.
No, you were really,
you sounded great. And trust me, I know that because I've listened to episode 1 so many times.
I agree with you, James.
In the process of getting that episode ready, it was just, and so I mean, and plus like listening, I've heard you in all the other episodes that we record everything, because I think you're in pretty much every episode except like one or two, but yeah, so you did very, very well. I will tell you that much. I know that for a fact.
Thank you.
Yes, fact.
Also, I will listen to the episode though, probably tomorrow, because I like listening to music or whatever while I'm writing, because yes, I write. But
by the way,
no,
yes, I write.
Oh, by the way, the series, it's called Oakbridge. It's on Spotify because one of my friends asked, so I just wanted to answer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
It's anywhere you get podcasts from. Go there.
Yes, please go listen, subscribe. Again, hundreds, and I'm hoping we hit 1,000 before episode 2 releases. Hundreds of people have heard your voice in this role, so no pressure. So Remi, same for you, please.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Nope. We got so sidetracked with.
Okay. So hot dogs really are my favorite food.
Okay. What do you like about hot dogs? What do you? Is it the texture? Is it the shape? Is it the what about hot dogs brings it out for you?
Well, Mark, that would be a combination of the textures and the shapes. The phallic symbol of the. What am I saying? Exactly.
I don't even know anymore. I kind of forgot what the question was. I think because I know we covered the process. Actually, we won't even. And this thing is like we won't even hear Peter for like 2 more weeks.
I know.
Yeah. He doesn't appear until episode 3.
Oh, I'm used to that. That's the treatment you got me into Murphy's Inc. Yeah.
That was even later.
That was even later, episode 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Well, and the nice thing you mentioned earlier about how Ashley Dean, creator of Oakbridge, she also wrote that arc in which you played Sebastian Brandt. Again, another bad guy. And of course, Adonis is also a big hot dog fan, just in case you didn't know. So
Adonis is my kind of guy.
Big old hot dog fans. So let's do some. And now we got French, so I have no idea.
What French?
I assume that's French.
No. Kieran is actually
that's
his name. Oh, you're writing on my account?
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
I mean,
Les Blug is me, by the way.
And I'm guessing probably no, because James was the one recording sessions, not me.
No, it was me. I was the one.
Kieran, Kieran is.
However, you may have heard me as Gleason in Murphy's Inc.
Yes, Gleason. Oh, what? No, the machine has got to be blah blah blah. I loved Gleason. I absolutely loved Gleason.
I actually recently had to record some stuff as Gleason for the Murphy's Inc. comic book issue 1, which is not just a comic book, but will have an audio component to it. So I had to get back into Gleason, and it's been months since I played Gleason. And so for you guys, speaking of characters, Anouk, it seems to me that Evie is probably pretty well in line with you. It doesn't seem like much of a stretch for you to have to get there. But Remi, I would say slightly different. I think Peter is probably a little bit harder for you to get to. And having multiple recording sessions that aren't like back to back and everything, do you find it difficult at all to bring that character back out, or how does that flow for you?
I was talking earlier, half joking about catharsis, where I'm getting to play this guy, which lets my aggressions out somewhat. So it's half joking, like it's fun to play those kind of guys. So no, it's not that hard to get Peter back out. It's just a fun thing to do. And Anouk could like tell you her experience of living with me. But there's this facet of our lives, and that's both Anouk and I. Like, we have this morbid sense of humor, and Caroline, my wife, would be like totally on board, saying we are morbid. We do joke all the time about like the weirdest and darkest stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
And so Peter he's far from who I truly am, but he's close to who I often play around with, if you will. So the entire persona was fun to build, but it wasn't that much of a stretch. Like I had this let's use a Jim Carrey and Chris Walken and Marlon Brando, stick them all together, and you got this weird mishmash of a man, and that's Peter, right? Like it's I wish I could pull a Walken like wow, like those kind of things, right?
And then you just start dancing around a hotel, right?
Just for no
Pretty
reason.
much, yeah. Because your weapon
and beg for more cowbell.
Yes, why not? Why not?
More cowbell.
Wow.
I need more cowbell.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you. Let's just have Anouk say "wow" like that.
Walking. Wow.
Wow.
I said wow earlier, and that was it.
Wow.
There it
just
was.
One and done.
See, but she just said it right now, and when she did, and she said it non-sarcastically.
Yeah,
and that was the second wow. That's the best wow, the most natural wow.
I said the WOW word twice, and that's enough. I'm not getting paid for this.
You ain't getting paid for much.
I know.
She hates that word so much, right?
I do. I'm gonna be on my deathbed with the PTSD of what happened when I was supposed to say the W word.
That's not hyperbolic at all.
She had. I'm going to tell you, she had a damn near breakdown about that word. It was.
Come on, your friends, your fans, your audience.
They want more wows.
More wows.
They
More
need,
wows.
They need more wows.
More wows.
Hex. Who's Hex?
They've got the fever, and the only cure is more wows.
It's more wow. Doctor.
Wow.
Okay, fine. I'll say wow.
There
I'll
you
say
go.
the W word, but I want $2 back at school from each and every one of you. Kieran and Ella, you owe me $2 each.
$2
Yes.
$2 each of you. So that's
And
like
that's Canadian bucks, to be
that's
clear.
Beaver bucks. Yeah, Beaver bucks. Yeah.
$4.
And Adonis, I want a land drawing. That's
Oh.
Len is a character I really like. We won't get into details because we will be there until 3 a.m. Okay?
At
Cool.
least.
At least. Okay. I'll say the W word. How am I supposed to say it?
Do you, like Chris Walken? Is that are we?
I want a triple. I want a wow.
Wow.
That's $4 in the end. That's $4.
Oh, come on.
I don't know how to say it. Like
Just do it.
Wow. Wow.
wow. I don't know.
Look, you've been told you'll get the drawing, so come on.
I said it.
No,
If
I
you
did.
missed it, that's not my fault.
I was talking over it. Come on.
Sorry. Yeah, Remy was talking. So Remy, shh, everybody. Go.
Wow.
Yeah!
And the crowd goes wild.
Very much.
Hey, somebody says they're going to give you 100. I don't know 100 of what, but
No,
you
they're
go.
they're
I'll give you 100 doll hairs.
Forget it.
100 high fives.
Yeah. She don't want no drugs.
She said,
Yes.
Everyone is so excited because you say wow.
Yes.
Imagine that's 3 letters.
I think we may need to design a shirt that just says wow Anouk. And
That's great, actually.
yes, and we'll give you 10% of the sales of the profits of
the
every
wow shirt.
every wow shirt sold.
Wow.
As long as I get money, I don't care. I don't want to get a job. This is my job now.
I don't want a job. I want money.
Yes.
That's the thing, you know?
I'll buy them. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you that I would love to see this show turned into something more. I think it has that potentiality. And you are the right age for the part that you're playing. So, who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Hey, that's episode 2.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
You know?
So, Remi, really briefly, if you could, in, I don't know, 3 or 4 sentences, tell those that are listening or watching that maybe haven't taken in Oakbridge yet, or to its fullest extent, if you will, why they should listen to Oakbridge. What might they find entertaining about it?
Well, I think. No, I'm not going to go Chris Walken. But maybe. So there's something in Oakbridge that's in every little town in North America, right? Everybody, I think, can relate to what's happening, like the adults as much as the kids and the teens and whatnot. There's like this fishing spot. There's this big industrial complex. There's the authorities. There's the school, and there's all of the school drama things. And adults are not as bright as they think they are, and yet they're actually better than they think they are. But it's an everyman town, and shit happens.
Easy enough.
That would be fair.
That'd be
Uh,
correct.
Anouk, from your perspective, why why should people want to listen to this show aside from hearing you say wow?
Because you're amazing.
I have no idea. Because I'm in it and I'm awesome. But no. I seriously, I don't know. I don't know much about the story as a whole. I am not involved in anything. I just know that I have a role in this. And that
you're involved. Oh, you're definitely involved.
That's all I know. But like honestly, okay, as far as I'm aware, as far as what I've seen, I already have a few theories of what's happening, but I'm not sure yet. So I feel like it has
no spoilers.
No.
Spoilers.
I feel like it has good potential intrigue wise. I feel like people can like theorize about what's gonna happen later on in the story pretty easily, and I feel like that's cool. And
discover the story along with her. That's all you.
Yeah.
Discover the story with Anouk. She doesn't know either, so therefore you can
voila.
You can discover together.
I will say this, and not to be too spoilerific, but most of the people who are listening to this or watching this, it's hopefully after the series has already aired. And if not, I apologize, but it does seem that both of your characters will probably survive the season, which means there will be a season 2, and that's already deep in work. We've got scripts that are pretty close to done, as a matter of fact. So, Remi, will you be back for season 2 if tapped?
I sincerely hope that Peter makes it through.
He's already agreed to the email, so yeah.
Yeah, I know he's back. I'm sorry. It's like a spoiler effect, right?
It's not really spoiler at all.
I know.
And Anouk, will you be back for season 2?
If I'm not back for season 2, I'm suing. You're going to court. Forget it.
We're gonna go to Canadian court.
What?
Do we have to go to Canadian
they're gonna
court?
extradite us to Kenyatta.
Yeah, Kenyatta. Canada will come and get you, eh? Like, I'm sorry, but Canada.
Well, Remi does work for the government.
So
I do.
But
I have no power about a boot. Is that how I'm supposed to say it? I've no power about anything that goes on across the border.
And Slayer 91, Dragonator 91, are there going in 91? That's actually the year Oakbridge takes place. Are there going to be any new characters? Maybe I can pop in. Kidding.
Hey,
well,
never know.
Probably will be.
Yeah, we got new characters
the
coming.
Auditions for season 2.
So if you want to get in on it, I'm telling you, there should be some opportunities.
What's NGL? I don't speak youth.
Not gonna lie.
Very good. Evidently, Remi speaks youth, so that's good.
He's got a youth, so he's got to learn some of it.
I had to.
And I'm not sure. Our resident troll checking in. Hey, make sure get James the script. I heard he's waiting.
Oh yeah, so that's from. I was talking with Jeff yesterday. I was talking about the season 3 stuff for Murphy's, but that's beside the point. But anyways, yeah, no. And actually, so here's a fun fact. I believe. Actually not. I don't believe. I know. Anouk, you are she is the youngest one in this cast.
Nice.
Yeah. You are the cast. You are the youngest member.
Yes, we call that the cast baby.
Cast baby.
That's tremendous.
Yeah. So
yes.
that's an honor.
Proud, actually. You should really be proud.
Because honestly, you beat out some good talent for this part. So
I wouldn't honestly. I wouldn't say she beat anyone out. Like there was no one close.
Much just you. Yeah, I mean, there was only like one other, but yeah.
There were good other female actors, but there was no one close.
Evie was a lock pretty much once you were done. So,
you gonna have a new nickname at school, Cast Baby Anouk.
Oh,
please no.
Sorry. We didn't mean to do that one.
Oh.
That's your fault for testing all your buds to be there.
Oh, there's the Cast Baby. Hi, Cast Baby Anouk.
That's fine. It's love. It's love.
It's out of love.
It absolutely
It is.
the
Hey,
best
look,
cast baby.
best cast
ever.
baby ever.
Well, this was a mistake.
No. No.
This whole thing was a mistake.
All right, James, you have to find a new Evie for season 2. It sounds like.
Yep.
That's too late. She already agreed.
Oh well,
Aha.
there you go. Locked in.
Locked in. Sorry.
So before and as we wrap this up and wind this down, so of course we always have to ask, because 97 and Now Productions produces Oakbridge and is also producing Kaboom Con, the first ever comic convention coming to Carson City. Any chance you guys might make the trek down from Canada to make your way to Kaboom Con?
Did we take the plane?
It would mean taking the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a heck of a drive.
A drive would be.
What, does she not like to fly?
I've never
no,
been on a plane.
she can drive right now. Okay, first things first. She can drive right now.
Oh,
But
okay.
she's never been on a plane.
Oh.
We're trying to find ways to get her on a plane.
Get this girl on a plane.
We're just and just like yeah.
They don't want
Oh,
me
you
anymore.
heard this?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm
Anyway.
a teenager. I don't sleep. That's basic knowledge. Talk in the morning. I don't
So
like
true.
waking up.
So true. So true. So anyway, chances that we'd be there. That's when September, is it September?
September 7th.
September 7th.
There you go. Chances. Yeah, there are chances.
If you can make it, we'd love to have you there.
I'd love to be there. How about you?
I want to be there too.
She wants to
Ella
be there.
Ella wants to go with us too.
Bring her.
Bring Slayer 91, Dragonator 91.
Slayer
Mm.
91.
I feel like we need to get Slayer 91 a Midgard shirt, because I feel like it would be.
That sounds like appropriate.
Absolutely. And I'll send you a picture.
And Remi did mention in the chat while we were showing that off that Remi wants a copy.
I do. It's really like I haven't worn a lot of like band t-shirts. But the few ones I had when I was in high school, which is long way back, were Megadeth t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got a Soundgarden, like this vintagey thing, like Soundgarden Super Unknown.
Soundgarden? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
At least he didn't say Savage Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, I want you. I don't know if I need you, but no shame.
I'm
Time
gonna find out.
I'm gonna find out.
Careful, if we go too much longer, we'll have to pay for it.
Yeah, right.
And of course, Anouk's like,
what?
What is this oldies radio hour?
Right, but it's as long as it's a performing like arts thing, and it's a cover and an interpretation, I think you don't have to pay for it at all. So we might as well perform the 4 minutes and 22 seconds of the whole song.
No.
She's like, nah.
We do on this show like to occasionally do poetry where we, in essence, read songs.
But not that one.
So,
we might have to do that one next time.
I wouldn't necessarily be against it. Because I used to actually really enjoy that song when I was of a younger age.
I did like that song too.
Because it was very, it was very, anytime I need to see your face, I just close my eyes and I'm taken to a place where your crystal mind and magenta feelings take a shelter in the base of my spine, just like a cherry cola.
And Mark, I have a question for you now.
Oh, sure.
How safe is it to be around you when you know most of the lyrics to this song?
How safe is it? I guess that's up to interpretation. So it's important to note that I did used to run karaoke shows for over 5 years.
He did.
So most songs I know. I should say most songs pre like 2008 I know.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, and I have sung that song multiple times at karaoke, so of course.
See, there you go.
So I'm more of the 1 week
Bare Naked Ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. I know they're Canadians. They're
Canadian, yeah. So,
but it's that same kind of like quick delivery thing. Yeah, that was my song. I really liked Savage Garden, but karaoke wise, I think the are we getting off topic and extending this thing more than it should be?
I mean, it is late for you guys in Canada. It's the new day. A new day has risen for you.
It's a new day. Yes, it
is like 8 after midnight right now.
Yeah,
8 minutes, not 8 hours.
Yes, and so I'm guessing it's way past bedtime for Cass Baby Anouk.
That girl don't sleep, bro. She just said it.
That doesn't mean she doesn't have a bedtime.
It never sleeps, Rachel. That's from The Ring, just so you know.
Anouk, can you explain Len's music?
Ren. It's pronounced Ren. She doesn't want to explain. It's Vocaloids, Japanese holographic artists type thing.
Oh, yeah, that's the music. I think that's the music she was telling me about.
Yeah. I briefly talked about it, but
I'm about to go back and listen to that because I kind of forgot what we talked about then.
Yeah.
She was telling me about the music that she listens to. And
there's creativity in there. There definitely is some very good stuff, some
very
excruciatingly painful stuff.
I mean,
but there is.
You never know what to do.
Spoken like a true father.
Yeah.
And Anouk, the audience just seems to keep growing based on their love for you. I feel like you're so unengaged. I mean, they want more from you. And you're going to Japan next year? Oh, Adonis is going to Japan next year.
In 3 years. If she's going next year, there's an issue.
Wants to take us to a Vocaloid.
Oh, that's the one. Vocaloid. That's the one she was telling me about. That's the one. Now I remember.
Yeah, the most popular one, you guys might have, like, you might have heard of her. She's Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku.
I hate her ass.
Yes, we hate her.
Hate her ass.
We hate
I
her.
swear to God.
Is that like the hologram thing, or?
Yeah.
She's okay. Can I swear?
No.
Sure, go ahead.
No,
and I swear.
By the
garden
moon
song.
and the
No, that's
stars in the
Sophia.
sky.
What was it?
No, that was All for One.
Or John Michael Montgomery.
But All for One was first.
Were they?
Yeah, I believe so.
Now I'm gonna have to look it up.
I think.
Please tell us more, Anouk.
Yeah,
okay,
for better or worse.
And swear. Go ahead.
So Hatsune Miku is this blue pigtail bitch ass, okay? I hate her, okay? She is so basic. She is so popular for no reason.
Pumpkin spice basic.
If people actually watch this and are Vocaloid fans, they're probably gonna hate me for it. But I do not like Hatsune Miku at all, okay? I'm a Len fan, as previously said.
Are you going to go on? Are you going to go on this topic?
Absolutely.
So I Swear was first a hit for American country music. Okay. Let's
really? That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't matter what it seems. It's called Mark Was Right, and I understand how that can be painful, but
because I didn't hear that until way later. I didn't hear that. I heard All for One's version way before I heard his version.
Are you okay, Mark?
Oh,
you're okay in your victory?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
James,
no. Again, why would you question the guy that ran karaoke shows for 5+ years?
Because
at some point you get into songs that are very popular, but you don't know that they're like these like old songs. It happens.
Sure. Who sang Shameless first?
I don't know. Sing Shameless.
Billy Joel.
Garth Brooks or Billy Joel?
Billy Joel's first, and then
I'd say definitely Billy Joel.
Sorry.
Wow.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Anouk, do you know who Billy Joel is?
No idea. I'm sorry.
How about Garth Brooks?
I don't think so.
You know Billy Joel. He sings "We Didn't Start the Fire." It's one of the songs that we listen to in the mornings when we play board games and stuff. And Garth Brooks sings "Well, I got friends in low places where the whiskey drinks."
There you go.
Right?
Yeah,
it's Garth Brooks, isn't it?
100%. That is correct, sir.
Who did Red Wine? Well, that would be UB40.
Red wine.
There you go.
Stay close to me.
This is fun.
It's so good.
Actually, and the main reason, Jimmy, I'm able to answer that so quickly is because a friend of mine and I had a joke when we were young, because our birthdays were only about a week apart. That's true. I forgot about that one. Neil Diamond sang it first. That when we got to the age of 40, I was going to send him a greatest hits of UB40, and then a week later I would receive U2's greatest hits, and I always figured I had the better deal there.
Because UB40,
they're about a two hit wonder. But Anouk, tell us more about Japanese music that you're interested in.
This is okay. Screw Vocaloid. It's way too deep. Okay. Screw Vocaloid. I'm not. No. Personally, I've started listening to Japanese music when I watched my first anime. It's called Naruto.
Mm-hmm. Naruto.
Yeah, my first ever anime was Naruto Shippuden. And honestly, it was really good. And that's when I started listening to Japanese J-pop. And so I started listening. I think one of the first songs I listened to was "Not Even Stud and Rain Can Stop Me" by Nico Touch the Wall, something like that. One of my favorites to this day. And then I started listening to Eve, and then I started listening to Ado and Yoasobi, and there's probably more, but I can't remember it. But Ado is one of my favorites, and she sings so freaking well. And
she's like and like when Anouk exposed me, because that's how it works. Like it's one of those radiating things, like almost like uranium. Like you're exposed to it, and then it permeates you, and then at some point you start to actually enjoy it. But Ado has some, and it's ADO, if you want to look into it. Ado has a Shakira-like tone and way to work her voice. It's really interesting. It's actually like musically, I love music. I love big voices, like I was mentioning Soundgarden earlier, like Chris Cornell, amazing voice. Lane Staley, Eddie Vedder, obviously. Like Adele has such a freaking range. It's not even natural. But yeah, and Ado, this Japanese artist, has such a range and such a way to work her voice, and she reaches like those different sounds and sonorities that are like, I don't think she's human anymore. But like, it's just so good, and like great songs. Look into her, like she's great.
So I hear there's a lot of fans out there of Plus Boy.
No. This is please. No, this is the only thing I do not want to talk about. Plus Boy.
Oh God.
Please.
I mean, it seems like your fans, your audience, they want to talk about Plus Boy. So please, let's talk about Plus. Is this like Bruno?
No, it's way worse.
Oh,
okay.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, we sing this in the car sometimes, and we nail each note. We're
so good.
Yeah, let's talk about this instead.
Let's talk about Bruno.
A topic I'm comfortable with. Oh my God.
We don't.
Sure. Let's talk about Plus Boy. Oh, what is a Plus Boy? Now I've got to look this up because
no, please don't.
I think it's a song.
I'll talk about it.
No, Plus Boy.
Is it a song, or is it a like a artist?
Okay, so there's this song, and I don't know who created it. I do not care. I do. Okay, sorry. A random comment just popped up. Anyways,
Who's Lisa?
I don't know. What was I saying? Okay, so someone made a shitty ass music, and someone used the Vocaloid program or whatever it's called, and put Len's voice to the song. And basically, the song what talks about is a teenage boy being horny. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Can we not?
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, we don't have to play this.
No.
Oh no! Don't give any love to Plus Boy.
No.
Plus Boy
If you got the English subtitle there, it might be weird.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
A little bit. Thank
No,
you.
it's off. It's off.
Thank you.
It's not there. Yeah, because
she's very against this.
It's graphic.
Very visceral response almost.
Oh yeah. The
Like,
sad thing about Vocaloids is that they create those.
So wait, okay, hold on. So is Vocaloids a group, or is that just a type of music?
It's
both.
It's strange.
Is it like so is Vocaloids kind of like what's that?
Lost Mark.
No, he'll be back. He had to probably go to the bathroom. Is Vocaloids what auto-tune? Is that kind of the you know what auto-tune is, right? Like
sort of. It's
T-Pain.
sort of auto-tune, but basically you have someone recording every single syllable that can be. Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Vocaloid is a singing voice synthesizer. Synthesizer software product. Its signal processing part was developed through a joint. Okay, we don't care about this.
Anyway, so let's say.
Oh yeah, basically. So it's kind of it's like auto-tune.
It's somewhat, but you give your voice to the company that produces songs with the Vocaloid software, and so what you have to do is to record every single syllable that's available or that's possible to produce in a given language, right? So right now it's mostly Japanese. I think there's some Korean, but mostly Japanese Vocaloids. And so you go like ka, k, ku, ko, and so you record all those things, and then you can actually like compose an entire song and give it like the vocal pitches and stuff, and the software will use those syllables that you've recorded to create a vocal line.
That's crazy. That's
great.
So it's good. So it's actually it's auto-tune on crack.
On crack. Oh yeah. And meth.
And meth. Jeez. Yikes.
At the same time.
Yikes. That's crazy.
So colorful stage with the English spelling of color. Tell us about colorful stage.
Colorful stage.
Colorful stage.
Colorful operator. Yeah.
Anyway, so there's this game. I believe you've probably seen it somewhere. It's somewhat popular. It's a rhythm game.
Somewhat.
I mean, I have it on my phone. But it's a rhythm game where you have to press little notes on your screen to achieve stuff which don't matter. That's colorful stage.
But that's a game.
It's a game.
A game is you press buttons to achieve stuff that don't matter. That's a game.
So it's like it's kind of like
rock band basically.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can we see Len? Wait, there's Len. I'm sorry. Oh my God! It's a little blonde boy.
The little blonde boy.
Oh yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Oh, I see.
That's the guy.
Yes. We're probably gonna see some horrid stuff though, so let's not go too far.
What?
Horrid stuff.
Horrid. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to see anything inappropriate.
We do not want to dig too deep into the Ren universe.
Yeah, I've seen horrible things. It's not great. It's not great.
Fantastic. Well, with that being said, I think it's time we wrap this thing up. So before we let you go, we always like to provide the opportunity. Remi first, do you have anything fun and or exciting coming up in the world of performing arts that you would like to share or plug?
Well, I'm hoping / guessing season 3 of Murphy's Inc. will be upcoming at some point. and I can't wait to hear all that's going to be in there. Other than that, the upcoming episodes of Oakbridge, like, again, I haven't read all of the scripts. All I know is what I'm saying and what people are telling me back. So I can't wait to see this. To hear it. Maybe at some point in stores you'll see board games with my name on them. Maybe, you never know.
Hope so.
Right. And yeah, that's about it.
And Anouk, anything for you?
About what?
Performing arts. You're into
anything to plug? Anything coming up?
I don't. No, there's not any plans that I'm that I know that are gonna happen. But I hope, I hope that voice acting will become a source of income, because I do not want to work at Tim Hortons to get money. I do not want to work with people and interact with people face to face. That is my nightmare. No, I'm not.
Tim Hortons is a very Canadian thing.
Yes.
That's a department store, isn't it?
America as well.
No, it's coffee, man.
Yeah,
it's like Starbucks.
Oh, I didn't know about
like Starbucks, but let's say Starbucks is.
You don't have to work there. You work
Tim Hortons is way.
Go work at Tim Hortons and go work at a mall or something.
Well, and the reality as a
manga store.
No,
the reality is just to put this out there for you, Anouk. Voice acting, the money is not in the voice acting. The money is on the con circuit, which means you have to interact with fans and sign papers, and so
we could always just have a screen there, and you appear on the screen or something.
Yeah, we'll create an avatar for you. So you
just say generic. Just say generic.
Yeah, Hatsune Anouk.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely not.
It sounds like it sounds like it would be right up your alley, though, because you don't want to actually engage directly with people.
Sort of thing.
Wait, so no. Here's a question for you. Here's a question. So then, if you were doing one of those customer service where they call and ask, you answer questions for them, could you do that? Like if you worked in the call center, because then you wouldn't actually have to physically physically work with people. You just have to interact with them, over voice wise, verbally. Yeah.
I prefer doing this over than I don't know if my sentence is grammatically correct right now, but or I don't even know if that's the right word. I don't know if I'm making sense right now because I'm French, but
you are not. You are Canadian.
French Canadian.
I speak French.
Canadian.
French
Canadian.
Okay, so I would rather do people call me and I answer questions and whatever on the phone.
Like chat.
Yeah, I would rather do that than work at Tim Hortons or McDonald's or whatever else.
There's so many other options out there, but
yeah, I mean, I love how the range of jobs is Tim Hortons or McDonald's. Not like the countless thousands of other careers that you can.
But that's on us. That's on parents. We should educate her.
Yeah. Come on, Remi. Anouk needs to understand that.
I'll try to do better. I'll do better.
There's more jobs out there.
Please go work for the government.
Hey, yeah, go work at the airport.
14. I can't do that.
Not yet.
I mean, you could. Actually, I don't know about in Kenyatta, but here in the U.S., the government does hire minors to go to bars or to go to grocery stores to see if they can buy cigarettes and alcohol without getting ID'd.
Oh yeah,
people
they do hire them for that, huh?
Sting kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can also work at Burger King, dude.
Investigators, undercover kids that try to catch
not.
people unawares, selling stuff.
There you go.
Burger King.
Don't
forget about the BK.
Hey, do you guys have Wendy's up there?
In Ontario, we do.
James worked for Wendy's.
I did.
James and I both. I worked in fast food. You guys heard of Arby's?
Yo.
Arby's, yes.
When Mark worked at Arby's, that was the greatest. That was the greatest few weeks in history.
It was.
Chris, few weeks.
Yeah, I was not there very long.
Because
but James and I both came up in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I worked in restaurants for about a decade.
Yeah, I was there for about 7.
Worked in hotels, worked nights in hotels for 5 years.
And James worked for hotels.
Hotels, yeah.
Don't knock it. I mean, it's
hey,
money.
Look, yeah, fast food, like, you know, oh man, if you guys get In-N-Out Burger, it's a wrap. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. There's this French saying. I don't know if there's an equivalent in English, but basically in French. So get your learning caps on. It's il n'y a pas de sot métier, il n'y a que de sottes gens. So basically, what that means is there are no idiot jobs. There's only idiot people.
That's like there's no stupid questions. There's just people, the stupid people that ask questions.
Exactly.
Yes, there are, James.
No, what do you mean, Mark? I don't understand.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. But any job will get you started. Anything that you can put on your resume.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is that
the next better job? It's like it's a step ladder.
Well, the thing is that you don't like. I was like. I went to this resume writing thing, and they were like, "What jobs have you had?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, nothing big. Like, I worked at Wendy's. Wendy's is one of the biggest fast food chains in the country. Right. Of course, you put that down there because that shows you've worked for a big company. So I mean, yeah, everything, any amount of job experience you can get it.
Tim Hortons. McDonald's.
Hey,
Kmart,
I mean, you might not work at Tim Hortons, but
thing to remember, it's not a career; it's a place for a temporary period of time. But the thing to remember about working in the restaurant industry in general, fast food or whatever, is free meals.
Yo,
that's the best.
That is good. And if you don't like coffee, then don't work at a
endless donut buffet.
Actually, I remember there was one.
I didn't get this overnight. I had to work for it. There's a reason in the fact that, and you've got to be willing to put it all in. And I worked for it. I think I worked harder to get this belly than thin people work to keep it away. So
look, I'll tell you this much. Look, when I worked at Red Robin,
that's the thing, Mark, right?
I love. Is that serious? McDonald's has poutine
in Canada. They do.
Oh yeah, they do.
I've got to go to like a KFC and A&W when they like are combined together to get poutine.
But
A&W, that's weird.
Yeah, A&W root beer. They have cheese curds, and then I can get the gravy and
KFW. I don't know. I haven't seen those.
KFC and
A&W. That's combined. Same store with a KFC? No.
Yeah, you guys don't have the combination stores.
No.
Oh.
I mean, they're far and few between here too. So.
The ones we have is Subway and McDonald's, which is quite the dichotomy, if you ask me. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah,
like a Subway and a McDonald's together.
Yeah.
What in the blue hell?
That almost doesn't even make any damn sense.
At the Alonzo Bridge. There's like this gas station with a Subway and a McDonald's. Yeah,
can you get like a Big Mac on a sub sandwich?
I'm gonna need you.
I don't think you can combine the foods. That's like crossing the fluxes in Ghostbusters. Everything will just get undone. You can do that, Mark.
Hey, that's how they took out the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Calm down.
Every once in a while, I got to cross streams. But no, yeah.
Streams. So yeah, not fluxes. Streams. Yeah.
Calm down, Venkman.
All right. Yeah. I think they're becoming delusional over there.
Well, and it is 12:30 in the morning over on the east coast of Kenyatta.
It is.
Kenyatta.
Well, I mean, Anouk did say she doesn't sleep, so there's that.
And her face is slowly melting.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. Are you sure?
Fine.
Okay.
It's just
you were over this like 20 minutes ago, so
yeah.
This will be severely edited.
No, it won't. We're just gonna keep it all.
There will always be the live. There will always be the unedited version on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the podcast, if you will, once it airs a few months from now, that'll be edited.
Right.
Severely. We're going on an hour 15 of this interview. It'll be closer to like 45 minutes.
She asked question.
Yes.
Yes, please. This isn't school.
Not not to be like serious already. Like, yeah, we're on a live. We're supposed to be silly. Yeah. If in the edited version, can we remove the whole plus boy part? Because it really seriously, it really makes me uncomfortable, and I really don't want to talk about it, and I really wanted to leave earlier. So can we just cut that out?
It really is a weird bit of.
That's fine. We'll cut the plus boy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I'm embarrassed.
As you should. Thank you.
You don't be embarrassed. It's just it's funny that that's the part. You're like
it's true. It's just not something, and I agree with her actually. Like I don't think we've said anything that was weird. It's only the weird friends that brought up stuff.
Friends out there, Anouk's friends.
But the plus boy thing is very weird. It's like this very fringe thing, I like there's no words.
There's no words to describe it. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess I'm so outside of like the realm of understanding that it's all just weird to me.
Yeah, but like to give more context.
No, you don't have to.
No, but like
you don't have to give context about it. We're gonna cut it out anyway, so it doesn't matter.
About it. It's all good.
Yeah, make sure it's comfortable.
Do you have a United States fan? Is that what I saw, James?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we don't have those.
So your fans, get it? Are requesting that we amplify the WoW situation. So I'm thinking, James. So on an episode of Fat and Black a long time ago, James did a thing, and we took that thing and made it into this. So we may have to do something like that with WoW.
I give my consent. Because consent is important.
That's what I hear.
That is correct.
That's what I hear.
So they say, yeah.
Yeah, that is important. So
yeah, especially since it's not like we have any of our talent under a contract or anything.
True.
Use it all. Wow. Can you just give me like a really sarcastic wow?
Wow. I don't know. It's so.
Mais il faut que tu fasses avec les comme tu sais les yeux qui regardent en l'air comme.
The French is kicking in.
Wow.
That's too much. Doesn't sound sincere, sarcastic.
But that's what you need.
That's what we need.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Get that.
At the just right around the 1 hour and 34 minute mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Noise.
Yeah.
I could keep going.
Oh, you could? Can you give me like 5 wows in a row?
Honestly, that'd be a challenge, but I'm up for it.
Let's go.
As
5
long
times.
as there's no awkward silences.
We just get 5 wows in a 5 wows in a row. Wow, say that 5 times fast.
Wow.
5 wows in a row. 5 wows in a row.
Wow.
5 wows in a row.
Je croyais qu'il y avait... Yeah, we're switching French. Like, you're not meant to listen to this.
Tu donnes 5 wow.
Je croyais qu'il avait dit si on restait... Ils ont-tu dit qu'on restait encore 5 heures ou qu'il fallait que je dise...
Non, il faut que tu dises 5 wow de fil.
Ok, je croyais qu'il avait dit que si je pouvais rester pendant 5 heures.
No, you can't.
I misunderstood.
No, she's going to give you 5 wows. She's not going to stay 5 hours.
I thought you said if I could stay for another 5 hours. I was like, sure.
No, God, no.
Yeah, no, we're old.
No.
We do sleep. Actually, it's already like 9:30 for me, which is like
it's late for him.
I'm asleep by now. So
yeah, I'm still up, but 5 hours. God, no.
Okay.
No, I just want to hear 5 wows.
No, we can definitely at some point like bring you guys back on and just do a show talking about I don't Vocaloid, I guess.
Vocaloids and plus boys and
no,
and
James.
Right, no plus boy, right?
No plus boy.
What is it? Otto?
Ado's great.
Yes, we can talk about Ado. I love her. She is.
I'm gonna listen to some of her stuff afterwards. So, but anyways, yeah. So like, yeah, we can definitely bring you back and we can talk about that stuff later. But yeah. So just so 5 wows in a row, just so we have them.
Or a good Waluigi. Wah!
No, I think I know what they're talking about. It's like I'm not sure. It's
Number one.
No, it's because sometimes at school or wherever when we hang out, we go like wow or something like that. Wow, wow. Yeah, and we do that.
Cass, baby.
Mark, you okay, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I don't know. I am 4 deep into my Arizona spiked hard drinks. So
Nice.
21 and older. 21 and older there, Anouk. Calm down.
We
Unless
actually have
in
those
Canada,
up
is it
here.
like 18?
What is it in Canada? Is it 18?
It depends on the province, actually, because Ontario has it at 19, I believe, and we have it at 18. And if you want to know, and that's the Quebec accent going out, like really coming back, there used to be a time where in Quebec, we had the 3 o'clock shut off hour for the bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in Ontario, they had 1 o'clock. So the people in Ontario, they got like drink, and really drunk, and they came 2 hours outside, and we were waiting for them on the bridge because there's a river, and there were fights and people like bleeding everywhere. So they unified everything at 2 o'clock. I'm not even kidding.
No, so that is so. The nice thing is, Anouk, when you turn 21 here in Nevada, where James and I are, it's 24 hours.
All day.
What? Shut up.
All day, every day,
all day,
anytime.
Yeah, you can go to a casino and you can just drink.
Yep.
Come on, the family.
Drink. Grab that drink. Drink.
But what's the like? There's no like bars are from 8 all the way to 8.
No, there's like 24-hour bars. Some of them
business, right? Like
some of the bars are 24 hours a day.
If the business is sustainable, then you couldn't have a 24-hour bar. A lot of the bars are usually open at, let's say, 2 p.m. until close.
There's these I have down here in Vegas, we have it's like it's a restaurant, but it's also like restaurants, gas stations, everything. Grocery stores have slot machines in them. So there's a couple bars that are open like 24 hours a day. And so the bar is always open. So you'll see people at 7 a.m. drinking, but they just got off of work, and that's why. So it happens. So
there's something there where it accommodates people that work night shifts. So I can get behind that.
Yeah, people who get off there in the day, people get off there in the night.
Shift until midnight. Why should you be punished?
Yeah, so you can still grab some food, still gamble a little bit if you want.
Why me, people? My money is as good as basically.
Exactly.
Hex is requesting more wows.
No.
One more time. Just give us a good wow, and then we'll be done.
Just one wow.
One wow.
They did not put any conditions, so I'm going with the Luigi one. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going with the high pitched one again.
Cool.
Here you go. That's it.
And I'll leave you guys with the Keanu Reeves one. Whoa. That's from Bill and Ted.
All right. Well, I want to thank Remi and Anouk Savard for joining us here on Oakbridge After Dark.
Savard, no D.
We will Savard.
With the accent, Savard.
Savard.
She's right though. If you go dirty Quebec, it's Savard.
Savard.
Dirty Quebec.
Yeah.
Savard. So the first A is Sa and then
Val. Savard.
Savard.
Okay.
James got it.
I dig it. I like it.
All right. Well, thank you both. Appreciate you. We will have you back, I'm sure, for when we do this again for season 2. And
we'll get more wows then.
Wow.
Wow. Oh man, that was so much fun. For those of you still hanging around, this is still Fat and Black. That was Oakbridge After Dark.
Boom.
And of course, Remi and Anouk, fantastic guests. They are welcome anytime. I'd love to just do like a whole show, obviously aside from like the Oakbridge perspective.
Yeah. Her music choices.
So she mentioned J-pop, right? Japanese pop. And I never got to it, but I was going to ask, what about K-pop? Any love for K-pop? Because, obviously my wife being of Korean descent and all. Oh, they're hanging out listening in. Well, I mean, if you're just going to stick around, then we might just have to bring you back on.
Yeah.
So,
Bless you.
Hi.
Yeah. You're back.
And they're gone.
Oh.
And they're back.
And we're back. What's happening? Is that you?
Nothing.
Oh, we're back. Hi.
We didn't press anything.
Well, we had to end the official show, but I figured you're just going to hang around. You guys want to hang around? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple more things to talk about. So, I mean.
Yeah, you're welcome to stick around, or we can kick you out. Your choice.
I'm good. I'm
good.
good with
I don't know what I'm good. See, when I hear I'm good, that means like bye. I'm good.
No, she means she's good. She actually means she's good. She actually wants to stick around for a little while.
Gotcha. Yeah, because she's going to be up for another 4 hours.
Yeah, right. Like. Anyway, so yeah, we got a couple more things to talk about, right?
Can the squad join?
Hey, y'all can hang out too. We'd love to have you guys hang out.
God.
The squad.
Yeah, I mean,
no, don't say yes. Don't say yes.
And you can come and you can join us every week on every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Marketing. I need to hit the bathroom. I'll be back.
Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing. Usually we just go like this. Yeah. Boom. So now you can feel free to go handle your business.
Yeah.
Can the squad join? It would be chaotic.
Oh no.
Yes.
The chaos is only.
And our resident troll, like, do black folks like Mexican food?
I love Mexican food. What are you talking about?
I went to a really good Mexican restaurant a couple days ago. A friend of mine at work, he was having a really bad day, and I said, "Hey, let's go get some food." Yeah. And don't worry, Remi and Anouk will be back.
Yeah, they'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, but I said let's go get some food, and we went over to this Mexican joint, and I had a huge freaking like giant asada burrito.
Bro, the burritos are monstrous at most places.
And while we were there, so it's also they have like it's a grocery store, it's a mercado, right?
Oh, so, yeah.
So I go over to where they're selling their meats, and I love short ribs.
Of course.
The problem is when you go to buy short ribs at most places, they're like super thin. This place was selling like thick short ribs, $8.99 a pound.
Oh, snap.
Do add the part where I hate on Hatsumiku in the cut part. I don't think we were planning on cutting that out. So
no, that was really good.
We're only going to cut out the part about the thing that should not be said.
Minus girl.
I mean, I know you're the wrong shade of brown, but just curious. Wrong shade of brown, James.
Wow, really? Wrong shade? Okay. All right.
Remember, the next time this guy needs help or do something for him.
Exactly. Like we hung out yesterday, so now he's just getting in all his shots in. Okay.
Yes, minus girl. So while we're waiting for the return of, let's dive on into a couple more things. So we talked about last week that Marvel is going to have their official podcast.
Right.
And the first ever official Marvel podcast dropped, in which Kevin Feige is talking about the Fantastic Four.
Our Lord Kevin Feige.
Your Lord. And then, of course, they talked about Marvel versus Capcom, the video game,
bro.
return.
That would be awesome. I actually really like those games.
Yeah, absolutely. And Slayer, what would you think if all the squad were on screen, Anouk? I will say, what this guy.
It's actually yeah. That was actually a pretty good joke.
And for a Nook squad, I will say I did send Anouk a link that she could share if she wanted to, which would give you guys the capability to join us right now. So we'll see what happens there. How about Batman Caped Crusader?
Yo, that looks dope.
Anouk, are you a fan of the Batman?
No.
What? Dang, she said.
They're as controller as they can get, you know.
Man, she said Batman. Nah, I'm out, bro.
I've never watched Batman before. I'm not into the whole like
superhero thing.
Yeah.
You like Deadpool, though.
I like Deadpool. Deadpool's a feminist, and I love him for it. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
That was a mic drop. I have nothing to add to that. That was the wisdom of the young.
She said, bye.
Bye. So I'm gonna leave you to it, guys. I'm actually gonna go to bed too because I'm as probably as old as Mark.
Fair enough. Well, have a lovely evening.
Hey,
and we'll talk to you real soon.
Yes, sir.
So James, Batman Cape Crusader.
Yo.
Did you check this out? This is a series coming to Prime.
I'm excited for a new
one-off.
I'm excited for a new Batman series. It's been a long time. If this one is because I really liked the last one was the Batman. They had like the Bold and the Brave and Bold or whatever that was called, and I hated that one because I just didn't like the art on it. But like this one reminds me a lot of the Batman mixed with Batman the Animated Series.
I liked it because it felt like it takes place during like the Detective Comics period, like the 50s.
Yeah, it has that old school vibe to it for sure.
Yeah, so I there's not much that I actually watch on Prime, even though I have Prime. I'm definitely going to check this out.
Yeah, Alfred, Prime has like some of the Invincible, which I really like. Invincible is good, and then there's also The Boys on Prime. Yeah, The Boys is crazy. Like those are just a couple superhero shows that they have on there that are like The Boys is just outlandish superheroes, and then like Incredible is an animated series with about superheroes. So it's tell what I like.
Yeah, so I will definitely give this. What I'm most interested in is that I thought that everything DC was supposed to be coming to a unified kind of standpoint, whether it's movies, television, animated. It was, and so I'm like, wait, what? Because I don't know if you saw, but the brainchild of this one of them is J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
and so it's like,
Batman is one of those ones that's like it kind of goes. The Batman kind of goes all over the place, but where like it'll still be because DC owns it, of course. But like Batman has always been the one that's always the hardest to kind of pin down to keep someplace.
I guess. How about some Harry Potter Quidditch Champions video game?
I'd like to learn the rules of this game, so that's how I learned rules for any sports game or for any sport is by playing the video games. So,
So you are interested in playing Quidditch?
Mm-hmm.
I figured you'd be excited about this one. One, because it stars The Rock.
Well, no, listen, The Rock, yes, but also it's a Christmas movie, and I love Christmas movies.
Oh, absolutely. But what I don't know if I liked this trailer or if I thought it was just meh because it seemed kind of all over the place. I was excited to see Chris Evans because It seemed like a role in the vein of a comedic Captain America. But I don't know. It just seemed all over the place with the Krampus stuff and the snowman on a beach. And
yeah, I mean, it looks like it's all going to be all over the place, but I think it'll end up being. I think it looks like a funny film to me. I think we need a funny Christmas film. Another funny Christmas film. It's been a while since we've had the Santa Claus
because we don't
film.
get enough of them from the Hallmark Channel every year.
Those are some of those are just garbage movies.
Feliz Navidad,
Ugh.
starring AC Slater.
Yeah, some of those movies are just like
filmed up here in Carson City.
Really? Anyway. But yeah, so I mean, it's just one of those things where like I like Christmas movies. Hallmark Christmas movies or whatever, or Lifetime, whatever Christmas movies, doesn't really matter. But like this one with some action in there, I'm about that life.
How about this one?
That one looks absolutely insane.
So the only reason that I even watched this trailer is because as I was scrolling through stuff, I came across this image and I was like, is that a young Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I got to at least check it out. And of course, Sean Penn's ex-wife, Robin Wright.
That's what I was like, wait, did she lost the name on there.
So at first, this trailer, it caught me right away, but then it like got even bigger by going back to like
prehistoric.
Yeah.
Literally.
So it feels like the premise, and you correct me if I'm wrong, the main character of the story is this room.
Right.
Or
this space.
This space, this square footage, right?
Yeah.
Here, over the life of the Earth, so to speak.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it starts off prehistoric, and then they showed the comet coming in, and then like through time, and this just one space, building a house on that space,
who's lived in it.
And, the world kind of around it, and it seems like they've always been there for the most part. It seems like they're probably somehow be connected to the whole thing. So I mean, it's one hell of a concept.
Yeah, I am
hell of a concept.
I am absolutely interested in this film. I just feel like it's probably going to be a bit of an emotional roller coaster.
Oh yeah, it feels like, just from the trailer, it feels like it's going to be a lot. Like it looks, they had birthday parties and a whole bunch of different stuff going on there. So I'm glad you put this up there, because I might have found it eventually, but this is definitely like one of those. I'm like, yo, I gotta see this.
Yeah, and that's what's weird. Like, obviously on this show, we primarily talk about comic related stuff, action, superhero crap like that. But once in a while, we come across something that doesn't fall into one of those and still looks really good.
Yeah, this looks like a lot of fun.
So, James, you want to hear some interesting facts?
What's up?
So, we are 73 days away from KaboomCon.
It's crazy.
And we are basically 16 days away from Silver Age Comic-Con.
Nice.
Where you'll be flying back up here.
I will be.
And
hey, Slayer said good night. So
going to bed. Have a good night, Slayer. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I tried to put it up, but it went away. There it is.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Come out to KaboomCon. Come to the good
week.
Old US of A.
Come back next week and join us.
Yeah, please give a like and subscribe. So KaboomCon, first ever comic convention held in capital city of Nevada, Carson City.
Yep.
73 days. And that evening, Kaboom Crawl.
Kaboom Crawl.
I will tell you, this week I procured the wristbands for KaboomCon and Kaboom Crawl for those with tickets that will allow them entry into said events.
Oh, nice.
So we've got a number of bars, and we only announced one location before. And I feel like I didn't prep any imagery to go along with it. But I do feel that we need to call out a couple of other places that are on board. And of course, this is only going to matter to people that are in Carson because they're going to know what it is. But if you are coming to KaboomCon on September 7th, 2024, that evening,
for Kaboom Crawl.
You got to do the Kaboom Crawl if you're 21 or older.
Kaboom Crawl.
Kaboom Crawl. So we announced previously the Fox Brew Pub is on board. We also have Gina's, which is a bar located over at the Nugget. We've got the Blue Bull, the Bank Saloon, the Tap Shack, and the White House are all on board.
Nice.
So trying to get some more food trucks and local breweries to see if we can get them to come out. So we're hoping, again, right now we've got 5 bars and a restaurant, and there's a sushi restaurant that's pretty much on board. We just need to finalize with them. And of course, the cool thing about the crawl is, you're gonna pay a flat fee. You're gonna get some really cool trinkets, if you will, and then you're gonna get some really good discounts.
Some swaggy.
Yeah, some swag to go along for the event. And then, of course, you're going to get some really good discounts at the local libation spots. So
get them drinks.
Yeah, so 73 days till KaboomCon, Kaboom Crawl. But you know what's even more insane, James?
What?
We are now 600 days from today going on a Panama Canal cruise.
600?
And I know to a lot of people that sounds like a long time, but it really will. 600 days,
quick. Super quick,
goes by like that. And we experienced it, right? With the Alaska cruise, we started talking about it more than a year out, and man, it was upon us and gone. It has been more than a year since the Alaska cruise.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's sad. It's like,
I miss it.
One of my hopes is that we're able to keep continuing to grow our brand and continuing to grow 97 Out Productions and Icy Sound Comics, and to the point where, when we do want
Kaboom cruise.
Yeah, do a Kaboom cruise where we get to bring like everyone and really do this thing wild and out, and bring the thousands literally of listeners of Murphy's Inc. and Oakbridge, and hopefully by then the thousands, if not tens of thousands of people that love the Icy Sound line of comic books that's coming. When I sent you the proof, the digital proof to look at, you made a statement in text to me that it's real now, and it is like, this in my hand is to me. So this is not the first prototype I made. This is the second prototype I made. But the first prototype I made, I actually gave to my kid because, she doesn't have any comic books, right? But I was like, here, this is your first comic book. And so, when the real thing comes here in the next week or so, to crack that box open, and it's, I kind of feel like selfish a little bit because it's coming here to my house and I get to see all this stuff first and have it first. But like, this is, I feel like the next step in a logical progression that we're going down. But I really hope that people are even half as excited about this once they understand what it is. Because, as I've talked about with the love and attention that these guys put in to these images. I mean, we've shown some of the artwork here on the show, of course.
Legit time.
But like, just the character designs and like taking the time to like really plan out what the characters are going to look like before they put them into and of course, shameless plug for us. We created obviously a new character in the Murphy's Inc. universe that is named Barbara Harrington. An homage to our two high school theater directors.
Yeah.
Barbara Williams and Stephen Harrington. And I, of course, had to, in these bio pages, there's like brief descriptions kind of explaining the character. And I had to put this line. She's also known to occasionally unleash the dragon. And, for anybody that knows Barb, you know exactly what that is.
Oh, man. Yeah. At least once a show.
And it was fun to like post that and put it up on, Facebook and Insta and everything for people to see. And, there were those people we went to high school with and everything that responded of, I see what you did there. And, to see, some of the Harrington kids respond very, happy to see that, because I think it's important that we, recognize our past. You and I have talked about this. Like, history is important. Yeah. We shouldn't try to erase it.
Oh.
We should try to bring it to the forefront as much as possible. So
put it in the museum.
That's right. So, just as we wrap up here and bringing this thing to a conclusion, did you yourself listen to episode 1 after it released? Because I know you were doing like a pre-release.
I listened to it like as soon as that was like at like 5:01. I was listening to. I was trying to listen to it on Spotify, but I ended up going over to Podbean and just downloading that and listening to it on Podbean.
Mm-hmm.
So because it actually releases on Podbean first, and then I think it just
shoots out from there. Yeah. So for you, obviously you'd listened to episode 1 many times.
So many times.
So was there something different for you in listening to it that way?
No, it wasn't anything different. It was just like it's out there now.
Yeah. That's always one of the nice things about directing a piece and whatnot, is knowing that, there's a point where you can let go,
mm-hmm. Let go and let God.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially with stage directing, right? That, Tech Week is your last chance. And
fix it during tech, because if you don't, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You're not giving any more notes.
I will always be one of those directors that's against doing pickups.
Yeah.
I don't see the value in them.
Actually, I was thinking about this the other day, because you remember when I was doing Dreamgirls, right? Mm-hmm. So I was also trying to help with West Side at the same time, and that turned into a hassle. But anyway, not on West Side, on Dreamgirls side, but like they did a pickup rehearsal. What is that?
Reese's peanut butter cup cookies.
You get this from a store?
Walmart.
Ooh, okay. I might have to go.
Thank you, wife, for picking these up for me.
But no, they did a pickup rehearsal, but full out, and I was like, why would you? What? Why would you do a full out
with costumes and everything?
I don't remember if it was costumes and everything, but I know at least they had them singing full out, and I'm like, bro, no, you don't.
Wait, they weren't marking it?
No. That's I'm like, bro, no, and because by the end of the run, the one that played Effie, the guy who played Jimmy, their voices were done, and so I was like, bro, who does? I mean, I was kind of irritated because I wasn't there for that rehearsal, because they were like, you let the team down, and I was like, I'm not letting anybody down, but I was like, why would you do that? Don't. Especially if it's a pickup, don't ever. I mean, I personally feel don't ever go full out. Make sure you're marking so you know where you're supposed to be. Your lines, notes, all that kind of stuff, and you're good. I mean, scenes
I
you can
believe
go
the same thing as
scenes you can
Final.
go full out, but singing, absolutely not. Dancing, absolutely, especially if the dance is hard, like absolutely not. Like just mark the steps.
I believe the same thing about Final Dress. I don't think you should go full out because next night you're doing the real thing and for an audience.
I'm a little. I mean, yes and no.
The two before Final, absolutely, but Final Dress, I don't.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I mean, I know most of the time people will end up going full out for Final Dress, but I understand. Yeah, the two before, and then because if depending on how you break it up, because some people will do Act 1 the first night, make sure everything is clean, and then the second night they'll do Act 2, and then do Final Dress. But actually, you know what's crazy? I did Ragtime out in with the what was it Tri Valley Rep.
TVRT?
Yeah. And literally, so we did Ragtime, and opening night was the first time we'd done the show all together.
What?
So, like, we had run Act 1, we had run Act 2, and then when we went to run the entire went to run the entire show, and we ran out of time because they were still cleaning up stuff.
How far did you get?
I think we might have gotten into the beginning of Act 2, and that was about it. And so literally opening night was the first time we did the entire show all together.
How did that go?
It went fine. It went really good, actually. But like, you want to talk about, like Barb used to say, the bluebird of opening night. It definitely took a major and just crapped out a beautiful show. But I'll tell you, it was one heck of an experience doing that, bro. I never wanted to do that again.
No.
That was, you want to talk about nerve-wracking opening night. But
wow.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's terrible.
Hey, did you know that the 60th, it's weird to say, 60th swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition released? 60th?
No. I mean,
that's crazy.
I mean, I guess what, 1964 would have been the first one then?
Well, I think there was a point in time where they were doing like 2 a year, so I think that might have contributed to the 60.
It's the 60th in the count, or it's 60th anniversary?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I think it might be the 60th as far as count goes. I don't think it's 60th anniversary, because I don't even think Sports Illustrated has been around for 60 years.
It says, and I'm only looking at a Google search, as SI Swimsuit celebrates its 60th anniversary this year. Yeah, since 1964.
Really?
So, no, I'm, you know,
I didn't realize
I'm a grown man. I'm not like a teenager or, you know, in my 20s still interested in looking at swimsuit editions. Plus, the advent of the internet kind of eliminated the need for anything like that.
Right, but I think it was just one of those things where it was just like, huh, that's interesting. I didn't know that even.
And did you pick one up?
I did. I grabbed one because it was 60th. I like anniversary edition stuff. I haven't even opened it. It just literally just sitting there.
The cover artist or whatever. I don't even see it.
Actually, the cover is just the one. I guess there's 2 different covers. The one that I grabbed was the one, I guess, that's former women in it in like ball gowns.
I'm sorry, it's the swimsuit edition in ball gowns.
I mean, yeah, that's what it. They're like in it. There's a couple that are like in like pantsuits, and there's
hey James, I got a bridge I could sell you. Are you interested?
Number of them in like ball gowns.
Okay.
Yeah. There's another cover. I didn't see the other cover though.
It sounds like a waste of money to me.
I was like, I like collector's edition. Well, I mean, not even collector's edition stuff, but I just like anniversary.
I mean, what are you gonna do with it?
I have a number of the other older ones, so.
And what are they doing? They're just taking up space.
They're sitting around somewhere. I know I have them I think they're in like a case somewhere. So I flip through it, throw it in there with them. Yeah. I was like, oh, dang, 60th. What the hell? I didn't even know it's been around that long.
Evidently.
Yeah, because I know like back in like they used to do like 2 a year. There'd be like one in the winter. There'd be like one in the winter, and then like
and they were both swimsuit editions.
Mm-hmm. There was like it was like I remember like there would be like it was like 2 a year, but yeah.
Okay. Well, before we go, one more time, the episode 2 of Oakbridge season 1 promo.
Real in Oakbridge, stranger things have happened.
So you got a Sports Illustrated with old ladies in ball gowns?
Some of them are. Nah, they're not. Are they old?
Are they 60?
No, I think the only one on there that's older is Gail King. I think.
I have no idea who that is.
She actually. Well, she, and that's the weird thing with she's in there because it's like she does like she doesn't really do sports or anything. She's on. She does like the talk show with Charles Barkley. And and then what's his name? Is it Afa or Sika? No, Sika. Sika passed away.
When did that happen? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I think that was that was like Tuesday or something like that. Yesterday, I think it was. Sika, or I think it was Sika. Whichever one is Roman's dad.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
So Roman Reigns' dad was Sika.
Yeah, Sika. He passed away yesterday, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if that was going to mess up anything, or not mess up anything, but if they were going to, because with, this whole acknowledgement thing that's supposed to happen on Friday with the bloodline, I was wondering if that was going to be put on hold, but apparently it's not. So at least all the previews so far, but it could change. They've changed stuff before.
And that's hot, a 60-year-old in a bikini. And Gail King or whatever
King, yeah.
Is that Oprah's friend?
Yes, that is Oprah's friend.
Her friend?
Well, I think she actually married Stedman.
That don't mean jack.
Yeah, but yeah, so that, yeah. But like I said, she's ended up making a name for herself because I think she was on GMA or something like that, or she might have been on Good Morning America. She might have been on. I know Robin Roberts was on Good Morning America. I think she might have done that. She might have done. I know she has the show with Charles Barkley, King Charles, which is like her name is small and then her last name is big, and then Charles is big and then Barkley's little.
Got anything else fun and or exciting?
Not really. Like I said, I gave blood yesterday. That was actually that was easier. That was one of the easier blood gives I've had. Had some that have been absolutely miserable. I did get this in the mail today, or I might have gotten it here yesterday. But I got. Have you ever heard of Black Tiger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I had donated to their what was that, the Kickstarter a couple years back, a couple years ago, and I never got my book, and so I know the creator, John Harvey, and I actually met him a number of years ago when we did WonderCon. That's actually the reason why we went down to WonderCon, because we were promoting. They had done a short film for that, so we were promoting that, as well as one of the other. What was it? Light Trail, which we were also promoting at that point in time, which is another comic that's might be coming.
No, it is coming.
Oh, it's coming. Okay, so it is coming. So that's so that was another one that we were promoting as well. And so I donated to this Kickstarter, and I never got my book. And so I hit up John, and I was like, "Hey, man, I was just realizing I never got my book from the last Kickstarter." He's like, "Didn't?" And he's like, "Hold on, let me check." And then he's like, "Okay, I got you. Send me your address, and I'll send it. I'll get it sent out to you." And so I finally got it, and I'm really excited. Really excited.
How long was that from?
So the Kickstarter was, I think that was like, I feel like that was 2019. I think it was before COVID. So it was just like, so basically what happened was when I moved, and so I don't know if it got, I thought I got all my addresses and stuff changed. Maybe it just got lost. I don't know, but I got it now, so we're good.
Well, I'll tell you this much. We're going to have some Kickstarters coming in the very near future.
Yeah.
And if you subscribe to the Kickstarter, you throw in your investment, we'll make sure you get your stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, just took a little, I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but whatever it was, I'm happy I got it now. So, but yeah, so that was Beyond Time Comics.
So are you packed, ready to come up here in a couple weeks?
I'm not packed yet. I will be packed.
Will you?
Yeah. Did you find my car charger, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And because I realized I left all my art and the stickers and all that stuff up there. I was like,
you did? Where is it?
It's in that box. Yeah, I realized once we put everything away, I didn't take anything out, and I realized I got on the plane, and I was like, some bitch, I forgot I left all my art, and I was like, it's not the big a deal. I'll be back here in a couple weeks anyway, so I'll just pick all that stuff up. But I wish I had at least the flyers and stuff so I could go, to the comic shops. I guess I can go talk to them now and just let them know they're coming. So, but I wish I had some stuff to give them. That's the main thing. But oh well.
All right, man. Well, I don't got anything else.
Nah, I'm good. Deuces.